Hello, everybody. We are back after our failed attempt to do our last session due to technical difficulties, where my computer just didn't want to work and cooperate. We've got that resolved. And then we had a week off because we were adjusting to a new schedule, but we are here ready for episode 25 of Almost a Party. I've left the party on quite the cliffhanger twice now, incidentally, because of everything. And I think they're super excited to find out the answer to the question that was asked at the end of the previous session. So we'll go ahead and get into tonight's session. So, just to recap where we were, our players had been investigating in the city of Hamlet. But after doing some investigations, they decided to venture further south to the other city known as Hamlet to gather some additional information. Knowing that the two cities don't get along, they decided to travel further south along the river before crossing so that anybody in the city didn't come see them, and then decide that they weren't going to assist. Upon reaching the city, the party encountered the other group of adventurers that had been sent by the council to investigate this issue. After talking with them for a bit, decided that they had it handled and were going to head further south into Typhon's Folly. Upon reaching the small village of Branbu, the players met with a lizard folk and a half elf. After staying the night in their houses, they ventured south towards a mysterious statue of a woman holding a baby. The players each took an opportunity asking questions, seeing if the baby would give them an answer. Alondiel received an answer about what is going on with the gods and understands that his greatest fear is true, that someone is going around acting as a slayer of the gods. Where we last left off, Sadzi had just asked the question: is there a way to stop the potential assassination of the gods? As the baby's eyes light green and the mouth begins to move, Sadzi, you hear the words: when the divines rained destruction upon the world in what is now known as the Folly, they used this as an opportunity to hide things from the world. Things that are now lost to history were once well known amongst its people. Many were forgotten. When things that are lost are returned, and what was forgotten is remembered, the opportunity for change will make itself known to the world. As that the baby stops speaking, the statue goes back. The wind around you all fades back to normal.
Okay, did anyone else hear that?
No, just you.
Now is when you
Okay.
just lie to us and tell us nothing happened.
No. Basically, we have to fix the wrongs of the gods to create change. Um, the baby said that when the folly happened, the gods hid things and allowed people to forget things. And so we have to get people to remember what was forgotten and find what was lost in order to uh, set the stage, essentially, for change. Otherwise, I think we're screwed. So, cheery little message for you all.
Did it offer any sort of clues or guidance about how to get that started, or because we're in the middle of nowhere right now?
No, because I just asked, can it be stopped? And the answer is basically yes. Here's what you have to do, not how to do it. So,
I've heard rumors of the search for Fingerod's ring. and there's also potentially um, finding the Fertile Blessing Temple, old things that
Well,
have been lost.
there's supposed to be a temple that is called the Fertile Blessing in the wilds. I haven't seen it though. And what's the ring you're talking about?
Fingerod's ring. I learned about it while talking with um, a priest down in the wilds. He was talking about searching that people have done, and it was believed that when the ring is found, it will be for bringing about the end. Yeah, I believe that the ring being returned will mark the end of days, and Fingerode was a protector of the seas.
So, like, is there power in the ring itself, or is it like possessed by something? Do we know?
Um, I don't remember. My notes said it's an important item that the Triton priest Havas told us about. Well, me about when I asked about it. The islands were sunk. During the age of Folly, and they've searched. It's been searched for, but it's not been found. Some people
Do
believe that it does exist, and it's sacred to the divines and records their locations, which means maybe whoever found it probably has been found by whoever's going around killing them, hence putting us in the situation we're in.
do the rest of us know that Finger Road is also a chain of islands as well? Is that common knowledge enough for us?
Finger Road's Grasp is a set of islands. Um,
I tell you, that was one of the things the priest talked about, like the
yeah.
islands, and they're one of them. The ring has gone. Was also the name of an island.
So we could be looking for a missing island.
Like, are we looking for something specific on the island? Like, how big is this object or thing? Is it like an array?
I
Is it like a?
don't
We don't
know
know.
more than what I've shared already.
Okay, so it might not be where in the area it may have been taken, or it may be something larger that can't be taken.
Possibly, it does. It's a thing of power that was believed to be able to inform you on the location of gods, which would be very helpful for somebody
Trying to kill them all.
trying to kill them. So that's a thing. Also, I'm very interested in continuing on though and finding um, this wizard's thing here, and then maybe moving on to hunting follies. We're already here um, to push on.
I agree. I think we should do what we can to find this other statue that Alondiel had the vision of. It was Alondiel who had the vision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the statue that I saw in my vision, its eyes illuminated very similar to this one when it answers questions. So I believe there is a connection of some sort there.
I'm going to go investigate the statue for any runes, any other writing, um, trying to discern if there's any specific material in this that is alien to the rest of the swamp.
Okay. Um, So while you guys are having this conversation, you hear this sweet melodic voice in a language that you don't understand, clearly singing to the statue. As you all kind of turn to go investigate, you see that Ipu is singing um, in a language that none of you comprehend. After a moment, she stops and she turns, speaks to Kevorn, again in a language that you don't understand. But this time, instead of it sounding soft and melodic as it was in the singing, it seems a lot more hush and guttural. And then she takes off, walking back towards the city.
Is there any way to glean from her reactions what news what may have been either her or um, either one of theirs reactions to whatever she said? Did we see the eyes change when
No,
she was doing her singing? Okay,
nope. And you didn't see it with anybody else either. So,
gotcha. Just on whoever did it on their own. Got it.
yeah. Only when you sung did you see anything happen with the statue.
I'm assuming an 8 insight doesn't tell me much more than I probably think she was upset.
You really don't know. It's not a
Haven't
language
heard
you
it before.
understand, so you aren't
Okay.
even sure how to comprehend emotions from that language.
I got a
Okay.
16 on mine.
Again, since it's not a language that you really understand, it's kind of hard for you to tell, but you didn't get the impression that she was upset. More just that's how that language works. It's a very harsh language.
So no confirmation of either being upset or being elated. Just nothing that can be perceived by us.
Correct.
Okay. Can I try for insight as well?
Yeah.
Okay. I just rolled and got a 24.
Okay. So again, with that language barrier, it's hard to tell, but you're fairly certain that they're not upset at all about the results of it. But as far as joy, with your experience with lizard folk, they don't tend to show that a lot. But if they do, they would seem very much like Ipu did as she walked away.
Okay. So maybe she was like thinking it. I'm wondering. Like maybe she asked or made a wish and the outcome was favorable for her. I
Oh,
mean, I know I don't know, but does it seem like that?
well, she didn't speak to the statue afterwards. She spoke to Kevorn in that language, and then walked away.
Okay.
So she didn't like thank the statue because she didn't say anything to the statue afterwards.
So she was the one who was guiding us into the swamp to this statue anyway, right?
Both her and Kevorn had come.
The both of them were okay, but Kevorn's staying. He's not walking away with her. She's just leaving the rest of the group.
Correct.
I'll approach Kevorn and ask him, what was it that she said?
She said that she has been blessed with the ability to protect and provide for our community, and that if you need a guide to go on further, that I should be the one to take you.
Understood. Thank you. And then with that, I'm going to go investigate the statue. Do you want me to do an investigation or like a perception check for that?
What are you looking for? You said you're looking for like runes and things?
Yeah, I'm just trying to discern if there's anything that stands out on this statue that is not native to the swamps or native to this region enough that if I were to look for that type of material, that type of object again, I might be able to pick up on it. I'm also just trying to discern if there's anything archaic rune wise that might give some insight into either the construction or the ownership of this originally.
So this statue is made of very fine stone and not the kind of stone that you would find in marshlands like this. So it is definitely foreign.
Can I discern what kind of stone?
Um, make a general. Actually, make a nature check.
That is a 17.
Okay. So you are fairly certain that this is carved from granite.
And I would know granite normally comes from very mountainous regions and isn't normally located in wetlands.
Right. And you do know that Typhon's Folly is on the edge of the Hand of the God Mountains. You can see them
And I don't
off looming in the distance.
right, but I don't see any other types of glyphs or other markings, other languages written on it anywhere.
Correct.
I would share that with the rest of the group.
Okay, it's a rock. I don't know what to do with this information.
It's not normally found in wetlands. It's quite possibly derived from the Hand of the God Mountains, some distance from the south of here.
That makes sense. You don't usually find a lot of rocks in wetlands, and you would have to import them. Is that strange in and of itself?
Not necessarily. Those who have put this statue here for whatever purpose may have just sourced the material from the mountains. I was just trying to see if there was anything that may give us clues or indications of where we might go next to find the statue from Elondiel's vision.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my vote in now to not go back to the Hand of God Mountains unless we need to.
Agreed. Though, if we stay out from the tunnels, maybe we'll be a little safer if absolutely necessary to journey in that direction.
We
I can lead us through there, no problem. Zerdix says.
the we were told that um oh man, his name. Typhon had a like tower base thing out in the Folly.
A
Was where
workshop.
workshop, yeah. So I think if we were to find it, it might be in there. The statue though was also like in a overgrown spot.
Did it appear to be made of the same substance, the same material as this one?
Can I remember that?
So given that the statue was almost completely covered, Verd, the type of material it was made out of wasn't easily identifiable. You would assume some kind of stone or metal, but it was definitely hard to discern because it was mostly covered in
So
vines.
covered.
How tall is this statue?
The one with the
The one
woman
we're
and the
standing
baby.
at, the woman and the baby. Yeah.
So it's only about 7 feet tall. And
Oh,
so
so not oversized.
yeah, so it's got like a base that it is, and the woman, if you had to gauge her height, she's like 5'7".
If I inspect the eyes, would they look like a different material, or they would also look like granite?
The eyes of the woman,
Whichever eyes glowed, was it the woman or the baby?
the baby.
The baby.
The baby's eyes.
So the baby's eyes seem to be empty. Like the stone is completely missing where the eyes would be.
So no additional material, just the lack thereof.
Yeah, we can't steal the eyes. Is basically.
Okay, but a missing eye baby, that's like creepy as all get out.
Seen this movie. Quick question, DM question for you. The spell locate object. If I were to generate it, would it locate other objects of the same material, or would I just be overwhelmed by this one that I'm standing next to?
So locate object points to a specific object, and if it isn't a specific object, it's the closest object of that type. So if you're looking for granite, with where you're at right now, it's just always going to point you to this statue.
But if I'm looking at Elondiel's sketch and I envision that statue of a similar material, does that override?
No, because
Would that
again,
be specific
that
enough,
that's
or
no, because that's not a specific object that you know. So again, all you're thinking of there is granite at that point.
got
And
it?
you don't even know if the other statue is made from granite. And so as long as you're focusing on granite, it's going to point you to the closest location of granite.
It is the
That's
worst
that's
spell.
that's what I was kind of curious. Would it show me everything within 1,000 feet, or would I just be located to the nearest one,
Yeah,
which
it's
would be the one
It
we're
is
next
just
to?
the worst spell.
yeah,
It's
it's
so
not
useless.
super useful
You have
unless
to
you
know
know
exactly
what you're looking for.
And yeah, and it has to be very nearby, and you have to so it's good for finding a thing that someone took from you. So like if some street thieves take your staff or something, you can find it if they're close by.
In other words, it's the equivalent of the Google, "Hey Google, where's my phone?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's basically that, but it doesn't even be like, oh, it's in another country. It's just like, yeah, it's down the street.
It's in 5 miles of this pin. Yeah.
right.
Uh, so with that, I will ask. I forgot his name already. Kavorda.
Kevorn?
Kevorn.
I was close. I would ask Kevorn if he knows of any uh, ruins further out here, any obviously any other statues. This is the only one that they were talking about when we asked him in town, so he probably wouldn't know other statues beyond this one, right?
Right, yeah, he's not aware of any other statues or of any other ruins in the area. They don't go generally too far away from town, especially because Branbu's like right on the edge where it starts to get really bad as far as the wetlands go. And so most of the time, when they need something that they can't get themselves, they're usually venturing north to Hamlet instead of further into the wetlands.
Do you know what town or what the nearest town south of us is from here?
The nearest town south of us from here. Well, that would depend on whether you want to head directly south or whether you want to head southwest or southeast.
Most likely directly south, possibly north. I'm sorry, southeast. I believe the river cuts from the map I'm looking at. The river does seem to cut a little into straight south from us, right?
You're nowhere near the river at this point.
Oh, okay. Uh, so yes, I'm just trying to get a general sense of direction of what's out here, where we might be able to find ruins or other statues similar to this one. Perhaps some place that is not normally ventured to.
Places that aren't ventured to, that's gonna be heading mostly southeast towards the mountain. Most people that come through and pass through this head west towards the coast and then south towards Blue Lake. There are a few small cities in between, slightly larger than Branbu for some, others significantly larger.
Ori is going to turn to the rest of the group. Should we continue searching southeast of here?
Don't have a better plan.
I mean, I guess so.
Sounds good to me.
Going deeper in.
The party wanders
we-
into the woods again.
Did we want to go near the glorious mountains?
I don't think yet. I don't remember really seeing the mountains in my vision of the statue out here.
Okay.
That's correct, right?
Yeah, you don't remember seeing the mountains, but really all you saw was the statue
Yeah.
that was covered in vines. You didn't really see too much of the area around it.
Kevorn, how long can we employ your guidance going into deeper into the wetlands?
Depends on how long you can afford to pay me. 3 silver a day? Sound good?
Ore's going to look to Alondiel. I think Alondiel has the
Yeah,
party funds.
everyone looks at our accountant elf.
Boom, 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 boom. Let me do some checking. That's right. It's an inventory. 3 silver a day. I mean, we've got money for that. Like, depending on how many days we think we might want to push in. Without breaking any change, we've got 10, and then if we want to start supplementing with like gold conversion, we should be fine. We got funds. Up to 10 days sound good? That gives us like up to 5 days in and back out.
Sounds like a good start for now. I mean, we could certainly negotiate further if needs arise.
Kevorn will look at Alandia and go, "Can you keep this up overnight?" And he gestures to like his feet and how he's stomping on the mud and not sinking through.
Ooh. Can I? It might. It's probably considered strenuous to ritual cast. To,
Yeah.
or no.
What level spell is Water Walk?
Boom. I believe it's 3.
Yeah, I think it's a 3rd level.
It's a 3rd level.
And it's an hour at a time.
I should also have the ability to have that spell tomorrow, and then Elondiel, we could um, take turns in casting to help alleviate.
Yeah, but it's still every
Hour.
hour. Well, it'd be 2 hours at that, which isn't enough for me to not get exhaustion.
And same thing for Ore.
Even if you're casting it ritually, is it just maintaining it for longer periods of time before it starts wearing you down?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, well, because
the
you just wouldn't be able
process
to
of
rest.
casting, you just wouldn't be able to rest.
Well, actually, okay, no, okay, we can't. We can do it, just not the first night. Because if you said you can have it tomorrow,
Yes.
in that case, because both of us only need like 4 hours of rest, we can shift rest tomorrow, and then I can do the first 4 and keep it up, and then we can swap. So
I believe
yes.
Warforged needs 6, not
Oh,
4.
you need 6.
Yeah, it's 6.
Dang, it was close. We almost
But
had it.
we certainly could have it up a
I
little
mean,
more often.
it would slow us down by 2 hours.
Right.
Which I don't think would be horrible, getting a
And
2-hour
we could,
delay to our day.
if we come across ground that's a little more tolerable to walking, then we don't have to keep it up consistently. But during greater travel, certainly can keep it up periodically.
Right.
I could keep it going all day. I just can't keep it up all night myself.
Yeah, and I don't think even with Ore, you could keep it long enough for either of you to get a full rest. Because you need 4 hours in a trance, and he can only do 2 hours. Well, no, it would delay you by more than 2 hours, I guess is what it would be. Because it would essentially delay you 8 hours.
Well, I'd go first,
Yeah, and so
getting the
he
first
has
4 hours,
4 hours.
and then he'd have 4 hours, which would be still overlapping
Yeah.
with the 8 of everybody else, and then he'd have 2 more.
Everybody only needs 6.
Oh,
So
okay.
six is the high end.
Okay.
Yeah, you
And
have to sleep
if
for
we can
6
find
and
some
then
place
hang
to
out for
rest,
2.
yeah, if we can find some
Yeah.
place to rest that's not as sinky, then we can rest without having to worry about casting it.
Mhm. So what do you tell Kevorn? Do you say yes or do you say no?
I
I'm
say no,
assuming
I
you
can't
guys
sleep
aren't
without my
having this
mic.
conversation in front of him. You're just, figuring out the logistics as players.
Yes. Yeah, no, I can't. Well, I mean, no.
And he goes, all right. What supplies do you have?
We can generate our own food and water.
True.
Not what I mean.
And other than that, what do you consider supplies?
We're gonna need lots of rope, hammocks if you've got them. Anything we can use to suspend ourselves above the
I mean, I think
wetlands.
most of us have 50 feet of rope.
We have ropes and tents. We could probably repurpose the tents into hammocks and support more people off the ground as necessary.
I do not require space while sleeping.
There's still 7 of us that do, though.
Yep.
I think the rest of us all have rope, though, don't we?
Yeah, we have
Mhm.
quite a lot of rope and tents.
Yeah,
so
I've got
I think
rope.
we can manage that.
And you guys do have tents?
I
I
have rope
have
and bedrolls.
Okay.
I have a 2-person tent in my inventory as well as the 50 feet of rope.
Okay. Kevorn's like, let's return to town. I'll gather some additional supplies, and then we can head out.
Okay.
I'm
How
assuming
far away from?
you're only 5 minutes outside of town. Normally, it's like
Ah,
15 to 20 minutes outside
yeah,
of town.
Oh, right,
But
right,
because
right,
of
right.
water
Yeah.
walk, like, yeah, it's
we
not
can't
difficult to
go
raid for
back.
anything. So,
No turning. This is a single lane road. You have to go forward.
yeah, like,
If we need to go get supplies, we need to go get supplies.
yeah. I mean, like, water walk definitely makes this whole trek significantly easier. So,
Yeah.
and faster.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
do that.
So, okay. All right. So you guys return to town. Kevorn heads into his home, reemerges with a backpack that has all sorts of rope hanging off of it. A few of them have grappling hooks attached to them on either side. And the bag is definitely packed full. He's like, we should be good for all
Cool.
of us. Supposing that your big friend does indeed not take up space. I don't know where he went last night when he was sleeping, but
It's a centaur thing.
interesting.
Gonna accept that as the
You're the only centaur I've met that does it. So I haven't met many centaurs. So
Well, he didn't always do that.
true.
that you know of. Elantio maybe wasn't paying attention.
I didn't sleep in the same room as
Yeah,
him.
to be fair, we've always slept in a different room. Maybe I just cease to exist when I go to sleep.
Except for the few times
Wait,
that you guys
centaurs don't
camped.
sleep in rings?
So,
Maybe, yeah, but that's fair. A few times we did
Okay.
camp. Elantio's not very good at paying attention, apparently.
Alondiel's too busy drawing all the nature around you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And he's over there drawing pictures and being like, "My God is an awesome God."
The best one gives me powers.
All right. So you have like by this point about 30 minutes left on your spell. Do you want to re-up now or
I'll just
wait?
re-up as we walk.
Okay.
I mean, there's no harm in just constantly putting it back up. So I'm ritual casting it. So
Okay. And which way are you guys wanting to head? Due south, or do you want to head more towards the coast or more towards the mountains?
I would suggest closer to the mountains.
Ditto.
I kind of think closer to the lake.
I mean, the lake is also due south, but the city, Blue Lake, is why you would head to the coast and then south.
Mhm.
Let's split the party. What could go wrong?
I'm
Yeah.
only one of us can cast water walk.
Yeah. Until tomorrow. Not a good plan.
Actually, I cannot cast it tomorrow because I am multi-class and I cannot cast third level spells yet.
Oh, that's right. You have slots, but not
Well,
spells.
I was just double checking that and I'm like, oh no, I can't have that yet. So
Yeah,
sorry about the
south,
misspeak.
not quite to the coast yet.
yeah.
I mean, if it's a pretty exciting day, I might be able to do it tomorrow.
Okay. So we're heading due south.
Yeah, I kind of want to just get into like the heart of the Folly.
Okay.
Same here.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be mostly south. From here, a little bit east as you get further south. You'll head east, but mostly it's south from here.
So I kind of figure it's probably centralized around where Typhon had his stuff. So
Okay.
going into the middle is probably an effective place to look.
All right. So as you guys make your way further south into the wetlands, you notice that there is more vegetation the further that you head south. There are trees and things that you can secure yourselves to, which is what Kevorn was hinting at, having places where you can secure yourself to stay above the wetlands.
Yeah.
So at night you don't sink in. As you continue on with you casting your spell every hour to keep up your water walk, you're making good time. By the time night is falling in, the vegetation has gotten fairly uh, dense to where it's starting to impede your progress a little bit, but not so much to count as difficult terrain. You guys find a few trees that you can connect ropes to. Kevorn pulls out a few hammocks from his bag and starts securing them to trees as you go. And you're able to set up and take rests. What watch do you want to do, or do you want to just leave it up to the robot who is aware of everything?
There's two of us actually.
Yes.
Can Z2 stand watch? I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
Z2
can.
can stand watch and can't be surprised. Um, and uh, Ore is aware of everything even while in his motionless state. And then the elves are also aware of things while in their trance. So pretty much it's just Sadzi and Ito being like, we're gonna sleep, you all keep us safe. And Maseki's like, peace out, I'm in my ring. And that's how you guys sleep at night.
Yeah.
So you're
It's
doing
a
a watch
simpler
or just
thing.
leaving everything up to Z2 and Ore? And I guess the elves.
Yeah, I mean we'll just do our thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a watch for the night.
Okay. Um,
Dude, does your head spin in a full 360 when you're on watch?
It does not
Oh.
because I am motionless when I'm in my sentry's rest. But
Okay.
I'm aware and my eyes are really good, so I'll kind of position myself where uh, visually I can take in the most environment with like the tree at my back, or whatever cluster of trees more to my back.
And I'll just sit opposite you, watching your back. So we got our lines of sight covered.
Cool.
Okay.
Efficiency.
Ore, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception is 18.
Okay.
Oh man, I thought my 17 was good.
Well, you're both wisdom-based classes, so just who has the better wisdom, I guess, at that point.
With the crazy dark vision, I would think that Ore has just really good attention to everything.
Right. Okay. So you're watching throughout the night. You notice a bit of wildlife running about in the wetlands, but nothing seems to be any cause of alarm. And you are all able to take your long rests without any incidents.
So we were strapped up into trees, right?
Yes.
How high off the ground did we kind of position ourselves to?
So you guys would range from about 2 feet off at the lowest one to about 10 feet at the highest one.
Gotcha. So it's like a row going up of hammocks for the people that needed to get off the ground.
Yeah, you guys have a couple ladders of hammocks, essentially, that you
Nice.
made.
And I'll water walk everybody before we get out of our hammocks, so the ground we'll be on top of it first thing.
Right.
Unless anybody wants to jump down into mud.
Negative.
It's bad for my joints.
You have to wait until Mizeki's out of the ring, right? Or you can't target Mizeki.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think I do have to
my
see.
sleep only lasts 6 hours.
Move across any liquid.
So I come out of the ring with 2 hours left of rest time.
Right. Well, I mean, he'd needs
Up to
less
10
rest
willing
than you.
creatures I can see. I
You
have
can
to
see.
be able
Okay,
to see
so
them,
you do have to wait for him
Yeah.
to come out.
Yeah.
There was not a space made for you, which is why I was wondering if that
You'll
was the
float
case.
right back up to the top.
Yeah. So, Miseki, you come out of your ring and begin to sink. Given your height, it only comes up about a quarter of the way of your legs. But it's pretty deep, and you can understand why it would be a struggle to get through here. And
this is extremely dangerous terrain.
For you, especially, like a centaur would struggle probably more so than just a bipedal creature, just because of how your legs function with your hoofs and things.
Well, and I also weigh several hundred pounds.
Yeah, and it's not spread out over as much of an
It's
area.
in tiny, tiny spots.
But as Alondiel casts the spell, you pop up to the top of the mud, and you've got mud going down on your legs. You all continue.
I'm gonna prestidigitate myself as we go.
Miseki just starts cleaning himself. As you guys continue further and further south, the vegetation gets worse and worse, and does begin to slow you down just a bit more than it did before you camped for the night. Kevorn's like, I've never been this far. I don't know what we're going to run into from here. We probably want to go slower. As he says this, as he's walking out there, you see ahead of you this massive, shambling plant rise up and just grab Kevorn and pull him in.
No!
Okay, well, shit.
I would like you all to go ahead and open Fantasy Grounds. go into the Typhon wetlands map, and I would like you all to go ahead and roll initiative.
No, Ford.
Woo, nat 20.
10.
5 total.
All right.
13 for me.
So 5 for Ito, 10 for Alandiel. A nat 20 for a total of what for Sadzi?
23.
23. You said 13, Ore?
Yes, 13.
Okay. Mizeki?
9.
9. Zerdig?
It's an 8, boss.
8. Okay. And Zerdig, I made a token for Z2. You should be able to claim that and control it as well if you want to make sure that you can do so. All right.
I got him. Thanks.
Okay. So as you are all going through this wastelands, you see this shambling mound just completely encapsulate Kevorn, constricting him and entangling him in the massive mind that it is. First is Sadzi.
Google map. It finally loaded in for me.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I should switch over so that the stream can see the map too.
Let me move. I think that's 15 feet. And then firebolt at the shambling mound.
Yeah. Yeah, you moved 15 feet there. Yeah. So firebolt the shambling mound. Go ahead, make your attack roll.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Uh, 10.
For 10 points of fire damage.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Next, you see that there are a few more plants that seem to be moving, who shift slowly in your direction, extending vines out as they go. Ore,
Oh, Lord.
your
It has
turn.
babies.
I am. Can I tell if this thing is magical vegetation or non-magical vegetation?
Do you have detect magic? You can see if it's definitely magical that way. But it's clearly a living plant of some kind.
Sure.
Has some level of sentience.
Cool. So I am going to hit it. I'm going to upcast Wither and Bloom at 3rd level. And there's a 10-foot radius sphere centered on him. And each creature within my choice makes a constitution save. So he's got to make a con save. And non-magical vegetation in that area withers. So if he's magical, then I guess he just takes the regular damage.
It's also a creature, not vegetation. So.
Oh, well, there you go.
Right. You said it's wither and bloom? Is the spell?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to give healing to Kevorn, and I'm going to do all the damage to this guy. He's got to be
You
a
had to
con
be
of
able to
7.
see Kevorn, right? To give the
Nope.
damage?
Nope, because it's a 10-foot area radius sphere. Each creature of my choice in that area makes a constitution save, taking 2d6 necrotic damage. Uh, and one character of my choice in that area can take one roll of unspent hit dice and regain a number of hit points equal to that roll, plus my
It's just-
spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
He's literally just of his choice in the area. Wild.
Okay.
And my modifier is +5 to whatever he rolls at his hit dice.
All right. So con save. It got a 21.
So it takes half as much damage. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just waiting on D&D Beyond to roll my dice. 9, I guess. What, half to 5? 4?
4. And what kind of damage?
That is it's death damage.
Necrotic.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to think of.
Death. I mean, yeah.
It's death. It's death.
Right?
Murder
It's death
damage.
damage. It's death damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna move a little bit away. I'm gonna head south of everybody and kind of position myself. Oh, yeah. I guess I can also bonus action my my archer damage as well, and I'll target the same guy.
Okay.
Oh, I keep trying to grab Z2. I'm sorry about that.
Now that there's another robot on the field.
How dare you, sir?
Yeah, my fault. So yeah,
Great.
and then I'm going to do radiant damage on the guy.
Okay.
Ori's vision is robot based.
All right. What's the attack?
It's rolling now. Should be a 21. Sorry, 23. I apologize.
23 will hit.
The D&D Beyond dice are killing me here. 11 damage.
11 radiant. Okay. All right. Next up is Alondiel.
Can I see any part of Kevorn in there?
No, you do not.
Dang it! Okay. In that case, I will not do Spirit Guardians because I don't want to hurt our guide. I will summon a spectral weapon and start chopping at the mound.
Okay.
Try and chop free enough that I can start seeing in and hopefully get our friend out of there.
All right.
And that's a bonus action cast. I'm not going to cast it at 3rd level. I'm going to cast it at 2nd level. And it's a... Dang it! I'm assuming a 10's going to miss.
A 10 will miss.
Well, it can then also try a Toll the Dead. So it needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh, right. Spiritual weapon is a bonus action. I was like, wait a second.
Yep.
Okay. What save? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
It got a 7.
That will fail. So it takes... Ooh, it's been damaged.
It has been damaged.
So it's 2d12 then. For 12 damage.
Okay. Anything else? Movement?
Yeah, I'll move closer to it.
Okay.
Let me... Not a whole lot, but I'll move a bit closer. Yeah, maybe I don't want to let him go and try and go after somebody that's hurting it.
All right. Next is Mizeki.
I'm going to introduce him to my good friend Finger Guns.
Okay.
Because we need to get our buddy out of there, so I'm going to Eldritch Blast him twice, the monster.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
I got a
rolls.
crit using my advanced critical.
Nice.
It shows up in the log correctly. Yes, for you. Can you see that Insanity?
Yeah. I show that
Cool.
it did 2d10 plus 3 for a total of 7 damage.
Yes. So,
Okay.
which is miserable because my non-crit one did 16 damage. But this is the life we live.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
And the non-crit was a 16, which does hit. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And 3 of that is magical thunder, if that matters.
3 of that is magical thunder. Oh, is that where the +3 came from?
Yep, that's the +3.
Okay.
It's weird it doesn't show it on the
Separate. It shows it
Yeah.
adds with your
Yeah, Avery
modifier.
breaks it all out as exactly what it is, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And then I'm gonna move on to this land and get over here, like 20 feet away, on the edge of the land if I can,
Okay.
and then I'm done.
All right. Zerdig, you are up, followed immediately by Z2, and then Ito.
All right. Well, Zerdig will move over here, and then he will attack the shambling mound. And he's very disappointed that none of our friends want to join combat with us. But actually, he was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, Ito, I can't get into a great flanking position for you. This is the best I can do. I wish I could move one more. And then I'll attack him twice with my greatsword.
Okay.
Bonus actions are a thing. Let me see if there's anything I want to do with that first. Nope. All right, time to hit him twice with my greatsword. That's a crit.
Okay.
A very weak crit
14
for
damage.
16. Yeah, 14. My bad.
Yeah.
That actually. Oh no, it did roll. It did roll correctly. All right, and then I will. Wait a second. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, that's all good. I have no friends around me, so I can't do Elven accuracy right now. But I will do it again.
Oh, double advantage.
Yeah. A 10 is most likely not going to hit. I'm assuming.
Yeah, 10 will miss.
All right, and I'm done.
Okay.
Then Z2 comes up. Z2 is going to come flank with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Z2 also can't get in a great spot, but we can get in front and behind. And then.
That's flanking. There. You had moved him too far.
Cool.
So, okay.
Then Z2 will just punch him, I guess.
So you're using bonus action to command him to punch?
Yes, that's the thing. I knew there was something with my bonus action I could do. So yes, I will command him to punch with my bonus action.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
I don't remember his mod. I need to look that up, but it's going to be like 12 or 13 probably. I don't know if that's enough to punch the AC.
It should be more than that, because isn't it something plus... Wait, isn't it just your spellcasting modifier?
Is it the Steel Defender?
Yeah, it's the Steel Defender.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Do you not have it on your
spell
character
attack
sheet?
modifier.
Yeah, it is my spell attack modifier, so that is like a 15.
A 15 will hit.
All right, so he does 1d8 plus 3. So that's 9 damage, and then we're done.
9 damage. Okay, Ito. Dude, I wrote so low on the initiative for the shambling mound.
Yeah, if
Good,
I'm going before
good.
it with an 8, I'm like, oh, all right.
Ito's going before it with a 5, so...
Ito, in classic Ito fashion, is going to charge it with a spear.
Okay.
That'll be an entire 11 to hit on the first swing.
That'll
You
miss.
have advantage, right? Because flanking.
He's not flanking where he came to.
Yeah, this isn't quite a flanking angle, and this is the closest I could get to it.
Bummer.
And a 10 on the second attack.
That'll miss as well.
Actually, Dumb thing. I should have shoved prone first. Or
Right.
attempted to.
Right.
Do it now.
Well, yep, bonus action, gonna attempt to shove.
Although it'll just stand up, but that's fine.
Okay. That's just opposed
Okay, so
strength checks, right?
there's the nat 20 for a total of 28 on the
It,
shove.
okay, it can't beat a 28, so you shove it down. Okay.
Cool. That's end of turn.
All right. It is the Shambling Mound's turn, and it is going to attack Z2. That was what it has decided to go for. That
Nice.
is a 17 to hit.
I believe that's going to hit. Yeah, Z2's not on my character sheet. It's odd. But yeah, I'm gonna go look it up. 17 is gonna hit because his AC is 15.
Okay. Takes 16 bludgeoning damage.
He is
Reduce.
barely alive. Yeah, and he can deflect attack.
Which I think is if he's not the one being
Other
attacked.
than himself, yeah.
Okay. And then second attack is a 12.
Misses.
Okay.
I completely forgot to use Unwavering Mark that would have given both of those disadvantage.
All right.
It's complete. I will say I'm going to use the Interception fighting style to reduce the first hit by 1d10 plus 3.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that. Um, so
It's by 10
10.
damage.
So only 6 was taken. Rega, you should be able to add the Steel Defender to your character sheet under extras.
Okay, I'll work on that.
So that will bring us back to the top of the round and to Sadzi.
Ozzy will be right back. I'm gonna step away for just a moment.
Okay. Sadzi has stepped away.
They're back now. Yeah. They're just getting their headset on.
Got it.
Cool, thanks. Okay. I guess I'll firebolt the shambling mound again, since it worked pretty well.
So the fire didn't seem to do as much as you thought it should have.
Okay. Let me try chill touch this time.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
And 11 damage.
Okay. And anything else?
I don't think I have anything else I can do right now.
Okay. All right. These other slowly spreading vines will move forward, getting close enough here. They are going to. This top one is going to reach out with a vine and grab onto Zerdig. A 12. I'm assuming that's going to miss. And then
Yeah.
the one on the bottom is going to reach out and grab Z2. 8.
That's gonna miss too.
Okay.
Instead of Butterfingers, Buttervines.
Yep. And that is it for them, so it will be Ore.
Shambling Mound, that 8R guide, how bad does it look? Does it look like it's taken a pretty good hit so far?
It's taken a pretty good pounding, so.
Okay, then I am gonna hit it with my bonus action Starry Form.
Okay.
That looks like a 27.
A 27 will hit.
Radiant damage.
9 radiant damage. Okay.
All right. Then with my special use guiding bolt, I'm going to target the bottom viney creature that ran up on Z2.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Okay. A 20 will hit.
Sorry for the long pauses. The dice are taking forever.
Yeah, I see him too, so no worries.
$11 radiant on that damage.
11 radiant. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm going to keep my position where I'm at.
Okay. Londiel, your turn.
I'm gonna chop at him with my sword again.
Okay.
And come on, hit. 14?
14 will miss.
Ah. And I'll make him make a wisdom save again.
Okay. 12.
That fails. For another 21.
21. Okay. It is not looking good at all.
And in Elven, I'll call it to Kevorn, like, hold on, we'll get you out.
Okay. There is no response back. And it is Mizeki's turn. Unless you wanted to move.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Is there a way for me to not thunder wave? Is there a way for me to not thunder wave the person inside of the monster?
No.
Okay. Important question.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to just use my. How do I? There we go. My stuff wasn't working. I'm
Happens
gonna just
sometimes.
blast the big guy again.
Okay.
I guess because he's almost dead. It looks like. Oh, one's a critical for 25 damage.
Okay.
The first one, and the second one is a 15 to hit.
Do you want to direct that one at something else since the first one kills the shambling mound?
I would love to. I'm gonna shoot at the one that's holding the dog, or trying to hold the dog. No, neither of them are holding anything.
Well,
The one
and
that's
there's
trying to
not a
hold the dog
dog.
because I've. Well, it's a man. It's a man
it's a
dog.
mini
In my head, it's a
Zerdig.
dog. I know.
Okay, so you're gonna
So
hit
it's
the
our
same
little
one.
friend.
So
Rude.
you would have advantage on that one because it was just hit with a guiding bolt. So if you
Oh,
want to roll and see
cool.
if that one crits.
I will, just for fun. It does not crit.
Okay, so it takes 11 damage.
And that one does 11. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Zerdig, your turn.
All right, time for some elven accuracy. We're gonna run down to this assassin vine, opposite of Z2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly.
Okay.
And then we're gonna hit it.
When you do, the other one is going to strike at you with its vines that are extended
Oh,
out.
lame.
That is a 15 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay. I'm rolling real crap tonight, guys. So
Whew. All right. Well, hopefully we don't roll real crap too.
All right.
I'm rolling great, so
Okay. So what are you doing to it?
Well, I'm trying to roll with Elven accuracy, but I don't think we have that
E
snippet.
E
So,
advantage. No, it's E advantage now.
all
It's
right.
no longer EA. That changed like a version ago. That's much better.
Okay. A 26 will hit for 9 damage.
And a 24 for 16.
Yeah, those both hit.
And then we will command Z2 to repair himself, probably? Nah, we'll command him to attack Divine.
Yeah, I mean, he's only taken 6 damage because of Ito's intervention, so he's not that hurt.
You can just touch it for 15 minutes after this.
Yeah, just a good casting of Mending, right? And so Z2 does have advantage because you are flanking, so...
Oh, you're right.
Look at him go.
But not Elven advantage because he's not an elf.
Z2 steals the great sword.
16
16 hits
for 10 damage.
for 10 damage. All right.
Z2 did more damage than a great sword hit.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. Ito, it is your turn. You guys have made short work of these plants.
In true Ito fashion, I smack it again.
We are big fans of vegetarian eating, so
Speak for
12 to
yourself.
hit.
A 12 will miss.
you love vegetarian food. Not like the shitty fake
Well,
vegetarian
I
stuff.
got another nat 20 shove for 28 again.
Did you not attack it twice?
I
Yeah.
believe you can break up the attacks with the bonus action in the middle,
Okay.
as long as you've made
that's-
one attack this turn.
If that's a special rule here, otherwise normally you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, is that not a normal thing? Okay,
No, that is
cool.
a
That'll
special
be afterward then.
Okay.
And a 12 again to hit.
Will miss.
Oof.
Okay. And this creature that you try and shove prone is immune to the prone condition, so your shove has no effect.
Ito, on that turn, why didn't you flank? You could have gotten to flanking this turn for sure.
Ito is not a smart
I think Ito or Z2 is in the way of me flanking.
Yeah, Z2 is in the way.
I mean,
Yeah.
if Ito is up
I-
1 or up 1 and left 2, like both of those should be in flanking position with Zirdig. You can
There-
draw a line directly from Zirdig through the opponent to him.
Yeah, it has to cross through the center, is what the flanking is. And so you have to be on direct opposite sides, not just opposite sides.
That's a very strict interpretation, but okay.
Push Zerdig out of the way.
Yeah, shove Z2. I mean, if I knew that, I would have just moved Z2 at the end of his turn, so I'll do that in future turns, I guess.
Yep. Or,
Fair enough.
just have someone else get up in melee to flank with Ito.
No, the rest of us are ranged attackers.
Satsi, it's your turn.
Okay. When I hit the shambling mound with the chill touch, did that seem more effective than the firebolt? Or
It,
were they equally?
it seemed more effective, and the shambling mound is dead now.
Okay.
Or at least no longer moving.
Okay, so we have 1 salad and 2 still moving vine thingies. Since it seems to be the one that's attacking people more, the ones to the south, can I chill touch?
Yeah,
That's a whopping 11.
11 will miss. Anything else that you would like to do?
I don't think I can do anything else, but now that the shambling mound is gone, can we see Kevorn?
You would have to start digging through the mound of plants, but it
Okay.
doesn't seem as if he's trying to crawl out of it.
Okay.
So, all right. It is the vine's turns. Okay. All right. This one that is being swarmed by everybody here. Um, I need um, Zerdig, Z2, and Ito to make a strength saving throw, please.
19.
11.
Okay. Zerdig, you are restrained as vines come up out of the ground and wrapping around you, just engulfing you entirely.
All right, and Z2 got 21.
Okay. Um, Ito and Z2, as these vines begin climbing up, you're able to just kind of force them off of you as they're doing, so they're not able to take hold and actually physically restrain you. Ore, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to use the second special use guiding bolt at the standalone salad off in the distance.
Okay. So the one up top.
Yep.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
And that's 11 points of damage on him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to second attack him with my Starry Archer form.
Okay.
Well, that's a big fat natural 20
All right. Nice crit.
for 29.
For 15 points of damage.
15 damage. Yep.
All right. Anything else, movement or otherwise?
No, I'm keeping my position where I'm at.
Okay. Londiel.
I will move my uh, sword and attack the bottom one
Okay.
with it.
Yep, it can easily
A-
reach there.
And then I'll move up and start digging through the mound for our guide.
Okay.
So here's my attack. That's a 16
16 will hit.
and 9 force damage. And then I'll use my action to try to dig and cut our friend out.
Okay. So with the shambling mound now being a shambling corpse, you're able to dig through, and there you, as you dig through, you find the body of Kevorn, completely motionless, several broken bones in various places, very clearly lifeless.
No.
Mizeki.
Shit. I sure wish I could heal people. Instead, I'm gonna shoot my beams at the plant people, I guess.
Okay.
Let me just do that. and feel bad. Boop. Another critical, please. It's going great. The first one is 15 damage
Okay.
on the injured one.
They're both injured
And if
now.
it, okay, the main injured one, the one that's between all of our melee fighters, just to inconvenience them
Okay.
if it dies. Okay, and then 4 damage to it as well, because it's a 23 to hit.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Rudely. He just blows it apart, basically, with forced beams.
All
and
right.
then move away from the other grabby thing and get behind Elandio.
Okay. Zerdig.
All right, Zerdig is going to run up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get there. He actually doesn't want to get too close to those vines, though. I guess he hasn't taken too much damage. I'm considering shooting it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have advantage from guiding bolt, right?
Correct. Ore already used that himself.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we'll get into flanking position. Ito, get into flanking position this turn, and then we'll hold one attack for when Z2 enters range in just a second, and that'll be Zerdig. Then Z2 will 1, 2, 3, 4 run up and let Zerdig make his attack, and then move one so that Ito can have the exact flanking spot. So he'll move up, and then Zerdig will attack, and Z2 will attack, and then Z2 will move up one more. So let's resolve those.
Well, that's where you want Z2. If you want Ito to have the flanking spot, because the flanking spot is one above Z2.
He can move after he attacks. So he's going to get the flanking on his attack, and then he's going to move up one because he still has 5 feet of movement left.
The flanking spot is one up, is what I'm saying.
1, 2, 3. He only moved 4, so he'll move there for 5, and then he can move back down. Sure.
Yeah.
All right, an 18 for 14 damage from Zerdig.
All right, that'll hit.
And a 16 from Z2.
Oh. Did you roll with advantage on your greatsword attack for Zerdig?
Yes.
You don't have it because Z2 moves after you go.
No, he held the action.
Oh.
He's only attacking once. He held the action for Z2 to come up, so I had advantage.
Got it.
And Z2 hits for 9.
Okay.
And then he'll move up one more so Ito can have that exact spot for advantage.
Okay. All right. Ito.
Finally, let's see if I can actually hit.
Probably not.
$25.
25 will hit.
That'll be 13 damage on the first swing.
Okay.
And 24.
24 will also hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
1 minimum, 1 maximum. Lovely.
All right.
And just so I don't forget, unwavering mark.
Okay. Sadzi. Your turn.
Okay. Let me use aid on Kevorn.
What does aid do?
It says spell bolsters your allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration.
Okay.
So it should. Would that heal him 5 hit points, or am I reading that wrong?
You are reading that wrong.
Okay.
Because he is dead. So at this point, the only thing that can help
I can
is
revivify him.
revivify.
Yeah, don't have that. Okay then. Can't do that. And the last vine creature isn't dead, correct?
Correct.
Okay, let's go ahead and chill touch it. That's gonna be a whopping 10.
A 10 will miss.
Okay. So I guess that's all I got.
Okay. All right. And then the vine will go and will attack Ito. That is a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
Yay, I finally hit. For a whopping 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled.
And he's like, yeah, hit for 100 damage.
1,000 points of damage.
Damage. Heavy armor master.
Okay.
998 points of damage.
And then it is Ore's turn.
I am going to target him with my Starry Archer attack.
Okay.
It was almost a natural 20, but it's coming up at 17.
Okay, 17 will hit.
Ooh, 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And since he's still standing, I'm going to hit him with Sacred Flame. He's got to make a Dex 17 save.
Dex 17.
DC 17 and Dex save.
4.
Miss. Oh, that's a crappy roll. 4 damage.
Okay.
Radiant damage.
All right.
And that I'm going to move my direction over to the body of Kevorn.
Okay. Landio.
I'll move my sword over to the other one.
You can move it 20 feet, right?
I think it's. Let me double check how far. I can move it 20 feet. Ooh, can I move it far enough?
Yes. 20 was what the minimum was. That'll put it right next to Ito.
Perfect. So. Oh, yeah, 21's going to hit.
Yes, it is.
And 10 damage.
All right. How do you want to do this?
The fine spectral longsword just slices and dices and purees in all different sizes. It was like a lawnmower. The thing, it just spins down to the ground.
Okay.
It slices. It dices.
It murder rises.
It's Salad Shooter.
All right. So with that, we are out of combat. Alandil, Ore, and Mazeki are all just kind of there, gathered around, staring at the now lifeless body of Kevorn.
We've got seconds to decide. Do you want me to bring him back?
I cast Spare the Dying on him.
Yes, bring him back.
Isn't he already dead?
I
Or
can
is
bring
that
him
can't-
back.
Well, yeah. My point is, you can't spare him if he's already dead.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I think bringing him back is our best option at
Your
this point.
duty
'cause
is
we
not
can't...
done. And I place my hand
Damn.
on his head.
Your taxes.
And I cast Revivify on him.
Okay. All right. So you say your prayer to Arnweil as you cast the spell. Your holy symbol lights up, and for a moment it seems like nothing's happening. And then you start to hear the sounds of bones snapping back into place. And then suddenly
Ow.
you see Kevorn chest expand and contract as breathing comes again. His eyes pop open. What the heck was that?
You were attacked by Shambling Mound and got to experience what those in the business like to call momentary death.
Yeah. I don't feel too good.
That's common, apparently. So, at this point, maybe you should not be in the front. We can, if we need to go a little slower for that, that's fine.
When he comes back from Revivify, is he just at 1 hit point?
Yes.
I'm going to drop a Cure Wounds into him.
Okay. How much does that heal for?
That heals for 16.
Okay, you're dumping a second level cure wounds into him. Got it.
Oh, no. I apologize. I clicked into the wrong one. I didn't know it was on second level. But yeah, I'll give him a second level. Why not?
Okay.
Sure, why not? This is why I turn off upcasting.
All right. Kevorn looks around and says, thanks for bringing me back. Granted, I wouldn't be out here if it weren't for you in the first place, so
Literally the only decent thing to do.
yeah.
It was an honor. It is not one of the rights that I've been able to practice very much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very grateful that Arnwell has returned you to us.
Right. Go ahead and mark off your diamonds, because I know I've given
Yep.
you some. So.
Yep. Ouch. That was a lot.
Yep. Kevorn looks
This man is
around.
very expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, he just
But
went
us
from
being
3
lost
silver
to
a
the
day
swamp,
to
like-
300 gold.
Yeah, us being lost in the swamp is also very expensive.
Is it
Yeah.
a single diamond for 300 or is it diamonds total?
Diamonds
300?
worth.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's not 300 gold diamond.
It would be a much more difficult spell to cast.
Yes.
Or you just suspend your disbelief and 300 gold diamonds are everywhere, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's annoying is Raise Dead does require it to be 1 diamond.
Yeah, I knew 1 required it to be 1 diamond at a much higher
There's a
level. I
difference
just couldn't
between
remember which spell
undoing
it was.
momentary death and undoing death over a longer period of time.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to know who's out here evaluating these diamonds with spell precision. Like, is it affected by inflation? What currency is it tied to?
If you paid 300 gold for it, it's worth 300 gold to you.
Oh, so it's like art taxes.
Clearly, it's the gods that decide when you cast the spell, because like the diamonds are consumed by the spell, which clearly means the gods are just reaching down and taking those diamonds for themselves.
My
So,
diamond.
they're just like, this isn't 300 gold worth of diamonds. What are you thinking? No.
Unfortunately, your diamonds are only worth 295.
What sucks is if you have like a whole bunch of like cubic zirconium and you're like the guy sold me diamonds for 300 gold.
It's 299 gold, 9 silver, and 9 copper. Dang, 1 copper shy. All right. Kevorn takes in a deep breath and goes, I don't know if I want to continue leading you through this place with how dangerous it's gotten this far.
Can you give us a map?
We just brought you back to life.
I've never been this far. I don't have any map. I
What?
normally, when I'm coming down, stay much closer to the north side while heading west until I hit the coast. And that's only when I'm going to Blue Lake.
While he's contemplating returning back to where he's coming from, I am going to do locate object, and I'm going to detect granite.
There are no pings. Because
Oh,
it
good.
only works if it's within 1,000 feet of you.
Worth a
It
try.
sucks.
Yeah, it's a tough spell. So.
And it doesn't have up leveling. That's all it needs. Just up leveling that lets you be more specific and increase the range.
Yeah. All right. And so Zerdik, to your point, where you said that you just brought him back, and he goes, Kevorn will respond. And he goes, I'd rather not have to have that happen again, though. And how many times can you do that?
Not many more.
I am not a capable warrior like you. As far as me leading you through, my expertise is gone at this point. I do not know how much use I can be to you.
Do you feel like you can make your way back?
It'll take me some time, but I know those areas a bit better, and without your ability to allow me to walk on the top, it'll take me a few days to get home, but I should be able to manage. I have enough rations and food for that. As long as no more of these plant creatures lurk in the ways that we've already traveled, I should be fine.
Is there any additional hints that you can give us to help survive and navigate this area?
Stay away from the plants, they're dangerous.
Noted.
Apparently, they can kill.
All right, then. Be safe. And, yeah. The world might be ending anyway, so
What?
don't worry about it. If you not, you guys don't get notes about. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your time
He
as
just
best you
means in a
can.
general sense. Nothing to worry about.
In a
Safe
general
travels.
sense, the world is ending? What do you mean?
Could be. It's a
Could
possibility.
be. As it always is, right? There's always some great, horrible thing happening far away that you don't hear about.
Well, this one is perhaps less far away, but you know.
Thanks for the doomsday prediction, guys.
I mean, if we're gonna have to wander through the swamp alone,
But we are not alone. There are 6 of us.
Plus C2.
The vines.
arguably not present.
All right.
Speaking of Z2, Zerdik has been mending him this whole conversation.
Fair enough.
Just
Each
like a minute,
casting of
yeah.
mending does what, like a d6 or 2d6 or something?
Yeah, he only needed like one basically, maybe two.
Yeah. Depends on how you roll, I guess. Um, all right. So with none of you trying to talk Kevorn into staying and just, spreading panic to his mind, he's going to start taking off back in the direction that you came from.
Oh,
Assuming we gave him his
how
money
many
before he
days has he
left.
been with us?
Just,
2?
this is the second day.
I'll give him a full gold.
Okay. He will thank you.
And I will make sure he's topped off on water walk.
So gets a full hour's worth of travel before
Yep.
he starts to sink. Okay. All right.
I do offer him, like, you can stay in the middle of the pack if you feel safer. If you feel like you want to go back, fully respected. If you'd feel safer not being up front, you're welcome to continue, and we'll try to prevent that from happening again by you not being up front.
I think it's best I return home.
Okay. Good luck. And here, and then I'll give him the gold.
Okay.
Instead of the limited silver.
All right. Which he will thank you for and begin on his way back home. Which direction do you guys want to head? You are 1 day plus a couple hours south of Branbu, but only because you travel with your water walk spell. Without water walk, you'd be a couple days south of it by now.
Can I make a religion check to implore for visional guidance? Modern will lead me.
This would be survival, right?
Yeah, you would want to make a survival check for that, like not a
Oh,
religion check. Survival to
can I
navigate.
be guidance
Well,
or
yeah, but
whatever?
it would be religion to ask Otterwell's assistance.
I got an 18.
Was what I was thinking with that.
I actually have survival.
Okay.
I do too.
Which way do you want to continue? Same southward direction that you were going, or do you want to start heading?
I don't think that southward is unreasonable
Okay.
at this point. Is there any I mean, I don't know if we have any indication at all of where we might be trying to head specifically.
No, you really don't. You just know somewhere in there.
I'm gonna wander into the swamp and die.
Yeah, you know that from what Kevorn said, most people when they come they head southwest, so that's more traveled on.
Okay.
Which is why it's probably not there, because it looked very overgrown and not well traveled.
Yeah. So heading further south or further east towards the mountains is less traveled, not completely untraveled, but significantly less traveled.
Yeah, I think that keeping our plan for now that seems like a reasonable plan.
Okay. You continue on, heading further south into the wetlands, recasting your water walk as you go, making good time. Eventually, you see off in the distance there is a structure of some kind in the middle of what appears to be an overgrown field that has vines growing up all around what seems to be a fence from what you can see. On top of the building, which is all overgrown in vines, there is a statue standing about 20 feet tall. You can see this off in the distance as you get within about 100 feet of the fence.
I cast locate object. Am I close enough now?
What are you locating an object for?
I was just joking, since it's 100 feet away.
I want to peek over the fence.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Get closer to that statue.
Okay. as you get closer there to the fence, you notice that the fence is made of iron, and is got several posts that are connected together. As you look in over the this towards the building with the statue on top of it, um, you can see that this is a cemetery. There are gravestones all covered in there. That building in the center with the statue on top, most
Like it's
likely
a
a mausoleum
mausoleum.
of some sort.
That statue is not the statue from my vision, correct? Because I
Um,
don't think so, or do I?
from your point of view, it seems very similar to what you were looking for, and it is covered in those same vines.
Well, I want to get closer then.
Okay. Um, as you come in, walking around the um, fence, you eventually find a gate that leads you into the cemetery. Let me make sure this map is shared. If you'd like to all open the Typhon's cemetery map. You notice as you get here, all of the plants are really overgrown and wild, and that they just cover everything.
It's very dark. Is it supposed to be very dark?
It
Yeah, the map is
is.
just. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
it's just completely black, and we're extremely small.
Yes. It is a
Okay.
very large area that you are
Cool.
in. The lighting at this point, let me add some lighting to this map real quick, because you got here earlier than I expected. So I had no natural lighting on this map for you. So let me get it right.
We were fast. We speed ran that guy dying.
Um,
Here.
well, you know, the whole
Walking through a swamp as if it's dry land.
yeah, like
Vanish.
you
Now
guys.
it's just me alone.
All right.
Is this magical darkness or is this just like regular darkness?
Well, there's not any darkness. It's just the map I intended for you guys to get here at night, so it was just whatever your dark vision could see. And so I had it set up for you guys to get here at night, but you know.
As is tradition, we arrived in an impractical manner.
Right. Let's see. Bright light. Actually, let's just.
Ooh, Fantasy Grounds just did something weird to me. It's like it's not responding. Oh, hey, there it goes.
Yeah, Fantasy Grounds is freaking out a bit because
I'm making changes to the map.
Yeah, you're
There.
making changes to the
that's
lighting.
I just turned
Turn
the lighting off. I'm just like, all right, let's just get rid of it.
Yeah.
You guys got here.
The lighting stuff was cool, but like when you started doing it, it like caused it to freak out because it's recalculating.
Right. Though, like, one of the main things is I didn't want you seeing inside the building from the outside either, which I don't know if you can
Gotcha.
see now that
We
I've turned that
cannot.
off.
It's currently in a shadow.
I'm actually blind right now. I can only see myself currently.
Oh,
I got
really?
mine's in black and white. I can
Yeah,
see.
and then
I
the map is
I
in
can
black and white.
see-
Yeah, if it's in black and white, it's because you're seeing it in dark vision. I swore I just turned off the light.
If it's dark enough for
Oh,
us to.
there we go. Let's do that.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
We can't
Now
see
the
it as well.
inside of the building's still.
Perfect.
There's a tiny crack where you
Yeah,
guess missed it.
Yeah, I guess where my.
but we can't really
The
tell
pixels
what's
didn't-
back
Yeah, we
there.
can't tell what it is. It's good.
Yep. Okay.
I love this. This is a very pretty map.
It's very nice. I
That's
like
the wrong one.
At the
how do I-
entrance, is there any like text on a gate that we can attempt to read or anything?
There isn't any text on the gate at all
Okay.
here.
How do I turn
I'm going to grant
red?
everybody my 300 feet of dark vision. It's not quite sunset yet for us though, right?
No, it is not sunset.
Oh, I'm not going to grant that just yet. Then.
Okay.
I
But
want to go up and look at the closest headstone.
Okay. So as you make your way through, all of these headstones are very much covered in vines. Um, as you peel back the vines and begin to move them away, you can see that there are no names on these headstones. Instead, it is just a number and a location. And this one that you are looking for is 5, and the location is Hamlet with the 2 M's. This is the city that you visited.
I'll go check the one
This
immediately
is like
adjacent.
Okay.
this is like
I'm-
the serial killer's like cemetery guy right here.
Somebody
Uh,
was doing
I'm gonna
some like
check one on
Nazi
the opposite
level
side of him.
unethical science here. Is what my guess is.
As you go over and you look at that one again, as you peel back the vines, you see again it has a number. This one says 7 and Branbu. Um,
Yeah, this is some like unethical science stuff.
Yeah, this
as
dude's got to go down.
as you get to there, you see coming out of the tree next to that, there appears to be a creature walking out towards you. Seems to be made completely of wood. As you get there, comes charging at you, club raised. I would like you all to go ahead and roll initiative.
I had a
15.
20 and then it fell over to a 2.
Well,
Back-to-back parties.
Okay, so Alondiel got a 12. I heard a 15. Was that Sadzi?
Yeah.
Okay. Mizeki?
5, 6, 5.
6? 5. Okay.
5.
Ore?
I'm waiting for my dice to finish rolling. It is really frozen at the moment.
Okay. Zerdig?
13.
Okay.
Ori got a 9.
Ore got a 9. And Ito?
7.
7. Okay. All right. So as you are all moving in there, and this creature comes in swinging, Sadzi is up first. And you see as it's running, club raised to strike down on Alondiel.
Can I create bonfire on its square?
Can you
Yeah,
create
it's just-
bonfire on its square? That's a good
Yeah,
question.
it's a
How does
cantrip.
create bonfire work?
You pick a square and it lights on fire.
You create a bonfire on ground you can see within range. Until the spell ends, the magic bonfire fills a 5-foot cube. Any creature in the bonfire space when you cast the spell must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 fire damage.
Okay, so it gets a dex
increases
save.
when increases the damage increases by 1d8
Yeah,
at 5th
because
level.
it's a
So
cantrip. Yep. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if you could target a creature space or what. So it does get a save. So yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and do that. What is your save DC?
What? It says dex 16, so
16. Okay, it got a 5, so that will fail. So go ahead and deal your fire damage.
16.
16 fire damage.
Nice.
You rolled
Yeah,
max
1/6.
fire damage. Wow. Okay, that fire damage burns super effectively on this guy. Okay. Anything else that you would like to do, Satsi?
Not at this time. I do want to confirm though this creature was obviously about to attack Galandiel, right?
Yes, club raised going in to as for the swing.
Okay. Yeah, no. There's nothing else I think I can do or want to do at this point.
Okay. All right. Zerdig.
Alrighty, Zerdig is way farther back than I want him to be. So he's gonna have to shoot him with his pistol, I guess. So Zerdig will move up there and he'll shoot him twice with his pistol. So he's got his great sword in his left hand. Then he'll, with his right hand, just take his pistol out, shoot him a couple times, and see what happens.
Okay.
A 21 for 7, and then a 21 for 11.
Okay. 21 hits, so 18 damage. And what kind of damage is that?
Piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
And that's it, he's done. I guess he'll command Z2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Z2 will dash up opposite of. He'll actually go here so Ito can come and get the charge.
Okay.
Yeah. He's supposed to be directly in the middle. There we
Yeah.
go. And done.
Okay. Londiel, your turn. So you see as this creature's coming charging at you with its club. It's making just
I
enough
don't want to
noise.
get clubbed.
Yep.
You know what? Why not? I'll pull my lightning short sword and take a swing at it.
Why didn't you pull that against the shambling mount?
Because I didn't want to get close enough. I was like, I had more things. Oh, that was almost a 20.
13 will miss.
Dang.
Okay. Anything else?
You know what? I'll step up to help give flanking.
I think they were saving that spot for Ito.
Oh, then no, I wouldn't.
This
Go.
spot is reserved.
Okay, then I'll stay here with my
Oh.
shield ready. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's fine.
that
That
spot's
works. Too.
fine, yeah.
That works. Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you start maneuvering around it, it readjusts its club and is going to strike you. 16.
Nope.
And again, 17.
Nope.
Dang it. Okay.
18 would have done it.
All right. And then another one emerges from this tree right next to Ito and takes 2 swings at Ito. 11.
Nope.
17.
Nope.
I have not rolled higher than a 10 tonight, guys.
Nice.
It's great.
Good night.
Yes, you have. You hit me with a 20 plus something earlier.
Oh yeah, I guess once. Oh right. The very last hit. Yeah. Ore, your turn.
Can I tell what these things are? Wood.
You can make a nature check.
These foes are made of wood.
That is a natural 19 for a total of 24.
Okay. From your understanding and from your connections with druids, you understand that these are wood woads, which are typically created through sacrifices and is a secret among dark druid circles.
Would I know if they can be reasoned with?
You would not.
Cool. So the one that just ran up and hit, who did it hit? Ito?
Well, it tried.
It tried. I'm going to hit him with Sacred Flame. So he has to make a dex save. Ito 17.
Dex save of 17.
Yep.
7.
Cool. He misses.
It's having a bad time. These dudes are very dexterous for wood.
And that is 11 radiant damage.
11 radiant damage. Okay. Oh, This one's gonna get out of the fire. I forgot that there was fire there.
And then
I
am
kind of
gonna
count on that.
for my
Probably
move, I am
makes
actually going to move so I'm in flanking with Ito.
Okay. There you go. All right. Ito, your turn.
Yay, smacking time.
Yay for smacking time.
That'll be a 27 with the first swing. That's a 19. I believe I took the crit on 19.
Yes, I believe you did. So that's a crit.
That'll be 16 damage.
Okay.
And 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
For 9 more.
9 more. Okay.
And shove prone as is customary.
Shove prone as is customary.
That'll be a 19 plus 8 for 27.
Okay,
Ito is on his game with the shoves today.
They got a 12. So you knock them prone. And then it is Mizeki's turn.
I am going to steady action because I forgot I could do that. It's my bonus action. I'm going to stand still very effectively and then do the my blast.
Okay.
But the first one is at advantage because
What-
my first attack roll is advantage for steady action.
Which one are
Steady
you
aim.
attacking?
I'm gonna steady aim the one between Elandiel and them.
Okay.
First.
Elandia and
Yes,
C2.
blast. And wait, let me make sure I did this right. I forgot my words. I forgot my snippets. 1 sec. Gen W, that makes sense. Genie W. Hang on. Dash R2 dash range 1. The first one gets the crit on 19 because that was the best choice ever. I've rolled a lot of 19s recently.
Yes, you have.
So 19 damage on that one with 3 of it thunder.
Okay.
And then the second one is an 18 to hit for 11 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move like away. I'm going to go this way.
All right.
Yeah. And then I'm done.
And that'll bring us back to the top of the round and to Sadzi.
Okay. I'm trying to decide which one I want to attack.
I would say go for the less injured one, just because then
Yeah.
you got Lundiel and Z2 in the way.
Yeah. It was really effective to do the create bonfire. I kind of like that. If I do that, will Ito and Ore get affected?
No, because it's just a single space.
Okay. Then yeah, let's do it again.
Light 'em
Magic
up.
fire only
Yep.
affects the 5-foot square.
Yep. Dex save is 16.
They got a 10.
That's on brand. That's good.
Yeah, these guys are made of wood. Like we don't have high expectations. Jesus.
Okay, well I got a 12.
Okay. 12 fire damage. Got it.
I'm really concerned that we're rolling really well now, and then later when it like really matters.
That's why I'm trying to conserve some spells.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I mean,
Why do you think I keep using cantrips?
Yep. It's always smart to conserve your spell slots. You never know how many you'll need in a given day. Okay.
more than you have.
Anything else you want to do, Satsi?
No, I think we're good there. I don't see anything else appearing, do I?
No.
Okay. Then, yeah, go ahead and pass to next.
Okay, Zerdig.
All right, Zerdig can finally get in place, so he'll go across from Alondia.
Okay. Across from Alondio.
And then we're gonna make some greatsword attacks. So he'll put his gun back in his pocket and swing with his greatsword.
With advantage.
With super advantage because he's an elf with elven advantage.
Elven advantage, even. All right, that's a 16 and a 26 to hit.
The 16 will miss. The 26 will hit.
That 16, I rolled a 1, a 2, and an 8. For 8 damage.
8
And then
damage.
Z2 will punch.
Okay. So with that great sword, the woodwode drops to the ground.
Hooray! Z2 punches it anyways. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
1, 2, 5, 6. All right, so Z2 will go over to the other one by Ito and Ore.
Okay.
That's a 13, so that's going to be a miss. And then we're done.
Okay. Alondiel, your turn.
I will point at the still standing one and toll the dead. It needs to make a wisdom save.
13.
13 fails. It needed a 16. And it's been injured, correct?
Yes, it has.
D12s. Only 7.
Okay.
I also moved Zerdig next to Alondiel after the Woodwode died.
Okay. All right. Are you moving at all, Alondio?
I will move to there and take a look at that headstone.
Okay. Again, just a number and a place. This one has 15 and Hamlet, but this is with the other spelling of just the single M.
Okay.
I feel like we're gonna encounter more dark druidism stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to get close to other trees.
Yeah, let's
Till we're
let's be
grouped.
careful about various plants and whatnot.
Anything else, Alondio?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Zerdig, this woodwode that you hit and knocked down, you watch as it kind of stitches part of itself back together and it stands up and strikes you with its club.
What? What a jerk.
So the
Chumbawamba.
first one is an 11 to hit.
Miss.
How about a 21? This is my best roll of the night for a
That
while.
is a hit, unfortunately.
All right.
I think I have shield though, just like.
So
Yes, I do, and I
number
shield it.
2 got back up.
Yes.
Is what's going on?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you shield, so it misses.
Yes.
Is Sodzy's bonfire still up over here, or does she only have one going at a time?
It's only one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time she casts it, it replaces it, but it'll stay until as long as she conks on
Yeah.
it. So
Mhm.
I'm betting we need to finish them,
Mi-
like toss
yeah.
them into fire to keep it from
Yeah,
coming
Mizek
back
is
like a
definitely going to
troll.
shout. Yeah, that's not bad. Similar idea. We should probably try burning them again.
Okay.
Yeah, Zerdig will yell that out too, since he just literally got attacked by one that was dead.
All right. That one will step down and then swing at Ito. That is a 15 to hit.
Does Z2 get
Did it
a
did it
opportunity
Miss.
disengage?
attack?
Yeah. Z2 gets an opportunity attack, right?
Z2 doesn't have an opportunity attack reaction.
Yeah, he
Why?
does. He can take all other standard
Anyone
actions
can,
now.
yeah.
They fixed that in
In
Tasha's.
Tasha's, did they? Okay.
They fixed it in Tasha's. They changed the wording now that Steel Defenders can just take other actions as normal.
Okay. Yep.
Thank God, because it was miserable.
Yeah,
He
They
because
used to be able to only take their specific things.
their specific reaction.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Oh,
he
man.
crit for 13.
Shit. The disrespect.
okay. In that case, this
That's
one
it.
dies in a fire.
Nice.
Mwahaha.
All right.
Dude's like, you walk away from me.
Okay.
Does he do
Um,
talk? I know he can't speak, but does he
Mm.
like make noises and stuff?
Yeah, like a Star Wars droid. Beep boop boop boop. Beep.
Ore, it is your turn.
So there's still that one guy over there in the distance, yeah?
Yeah, that's smacking the back of Zerdig, who
Yeah,
used
and
Back up.
shields to protect himself.
Cool. I'm gonna hit him with Sacred Flame again. Another deck save.
Okay.
the most misleading thing about Sacred Flame is it doesn't actually do fire damage, even though flame is in the name.
Well, it's a sacred flame.
Radiant, yeah.
Radiance. You're lighting their soul on fire. Also, now all I can imagine is the R2-D2 version where he's just speaking curse words all the time. That's why everything's
Leaped out, yeah.
I was talking to my wife about this the other day. That Obi-Wan has PTSD YouTube. I don't know if you guys ever saw that, but it's like it's so good. And now that the Obi-Wan show is like back on, I'm like, it's so true.
Yeah.
Poor freaking Obi-Wan.
What'd you get?
What was his deck save?
Oh, he had to make a dex save.
Yeah, he has to be. A
I was
17.
waiting on you. I didn't hear the dex save. He got an 11.
Oh, sorry about that. An 11. Okay, I'll take full damage. Looks like 8.
Okay. Still standing.
Cool. And I'm just going to hold my position for the moment.
Okay. Ito.
Ito? You there?
Ito. Are you on mute,
Oh.
Ito?
Attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot push to talk is a thing. Running and then smacking things.
Okay.
$19 to hit.
19 will hit.
That'll be 13 damage.
Okay. All right. It goes down.
For good measure, he's stabbing the body.
Okay. Mizeki.
Do I have any useful spells here? I don't.
Can you burn it?
Cool. No.
You got a flint and steel?
Oh, I do have a flint and steel. I
With
have a
Druidcraft, I
tinderbox.
can make a campfire out of
I'm
it.
gonna go over there and tinderbox him.
Okay.
I can slightly heat him up with prestidigitation.
You tinderbox, lighting him on fire. Sadzi leaves her bonfire where the other one is. They both remain motionless as they burn slowly into coal. Charcoal.
Hey,
Take that.
So anyone
Saucy?
got any marshmallows?
would you? Ooh, that probably would be not tasty.
Our
off
cleric
these
can make food and
things.
water. Can the food he make be
Is it-
marshmallows?
S'mores.
It specifically is like bland plain food.
Yeah, marshmallows.
Excuse you.
Sugar, sir. Sugar is not bland.
I've never really had a taste for marshmallows, though I do love
Oh.
s'mores for the experience.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just like keep my sugar rolled marshmallows over here to myself and bite off their cute little chicky heads.
Oh, are they peeps?
Yeah,
They
should get
could
the
be.
Oh,
I love
yes.
peeps.
All
They
right.
make great s'mores too.
So
can you like fire blast the trees just as we walk by?
I wouldn't. We
I don't really
get
want
a
to set
light-
this
get a
whole
light
place on
random trees
fire.
fire, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I
only
didn't
you
know
can
how
prevent forest fires.
aggressive the fire spreads from your thing.
With
Okay.
my
It
roll,
lights objects on fire, and a tree counts, and so it'll
Okay.
just
How
light the whole tree on fire.
how about I just ready either firebolt or create bonfire as we walk? How about that?
with
Yeah.
my roll on detecting what these things are, would I have more information on being able to detect them or determine if there's other sign of them around?
Not really. Granted, you know that they can move through trees, so being next to trees is probably not a good thing. You probably want to avoid being right next to the trees to give yourself a chance to see them coming.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll take this open path between the trees, and it's like I'll come like over here,
I'm gonna summon my mage
and
hand
then
because imagining we're gonna not want to touch
there-ish.
stuff.
Okay.
Take a better look
Like
at the
this seems this seems like a
building.
place where we don't want to be touching stuff directly, probably.
I have a question. Can we tell how big the graves for these headstones are? Or if there are graves there even?
They
Can we tell?
vary in size. So, but you can't
Okay.
really tell like the size of the actual grave because everything is very overgrown and none of them are freshly dug. So,
Okay, so I can't tell if there's like more small ones or something like that.
right. Several of the headstones are broken as well as you examine more throughout the cemetery.
Okay, do any of them look newer? I mean, I know we found some that were single digits at the beginning, and then someone found one with the number 15. So I'm
Mhm.
assuming that one looks newer.
It's kind of hard to tell what's new and what's not, given how overgrown everything was in this area. Everything looks ancient as far as you're concerned.
Okay.
That was going to be the same question that I had: is can we determine how long it's been since this graveyard was in use? There's no indication of any other towns close to this thing, right? Like no other ruins, nothing else standing.
Correct.
I feel like using the law of maximums, we can estimate that it's been at least 1 week, but
Yeah, now,
no more than 55,000 years.
now that we're close to the building, do you see any writing on it? I'm assuming those are like braziers that are or little like sconces
Yeah, so
with the
those are
door right in front of
sconces
us.
on either side of the door.
Any writing we can see, warnings or anything?
Nope.
Ore's going to
So
investigate the headstone in front of him next to the door.
does the door have a handle?
The door does have a handle.
I would like to use my mage hand to try and open it.
The one by you says Blue Lake and has the number 32. And so you go up to the door and try the handle, Miseki?
Yes.
Said
Well,
with
no,
mage
with my
hand.
mage hand.
Oh, with your mage hand.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
you
am
didn't move up.
staying. I'm staying well back. I have a magical invisible hand.
Okay, the door swings inward. Inside,
Cool.
those of you with dark vision can see in there.
Okay.
And can see that there are definitely some more ornate tombstones in here.
I'll step up right to the door and look in.
Okay.
I'll back him up.
Any religious symbols that I can see?
No obvious religious symbols here.
Okay.
Zerdig's gonna pull out a gun.
I want to, I'll step in.
Okay. So you step in. As you step in, all of the braziers along the wall all suddenly begin to ignite. And this room is pretty well in its look. It doesn't seem to be disturbed by nature outside, with the exception of the one sarcophagus to your immediate right upon entering in, there seem to be vines creeping up out from the cracks of it. But other than that, this place seems to be completely untouched by the nature.
Do
I wanna
the
make-
sconces on the outside ignite as well?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
I want to make a history check to see like if I recognize like any of the design motifs to get like an age or anything of this
Okay, go ahead
place.
and make a history check.
13.
Your best guess is that this is at least 500, if not somewhere closer to 1,000 or more years old. This could be pre-Folly. It could also be just immediately after, up until the current age.
I'm gonna stay away from the one that's got plants coming, and I'm gonna come look at this and see if there's any writing on the sarcophagus.
There are not. These all seem to be mostly decorative. There aren't any writings or things on here. No numbers or locations on these ones.
Guys, there's plants growing out of one of them. It's
I'm gonna
weird that it lit up when I came in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously magical. This is like a layer or something.
I wouldn't touch the vine one.
That's the one with the plants coming out of it.
I'm just gonna get a little closer to it and cast detect magic on it.
Okay. So casting detect magic, there is obviously magic all around the room with all of the braziers lighting up. That is conjuration, most likely, as far as creating that fire, because that's what
Okay.
Great Bonfire is. So yeah. So conjuration is the magic that gives off, but the sarcophagus itself,
Oh, it's actually fire. It's not the like
yes,
fake. Nice.
it is actual fire.
Very cool.
So yeah, but nothing else in the room other than what magic items you guys have appears magical to your detect magic.
Oh, so there's nothing emanating that I can detect from this specific sarcophagus.
Correct. There's just vines starting to grow up out of it.
Looking without touching into the cracks of the sarcophagus, can I see inside? If like skeleton? Is there a skeleton inside that I can tell?
There isn't enough for you to see with how the vines are growing out. You would have to touch it and remove the lid to open it to see inside.
I touch it to remove part of the lid to see inside.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength check to move the lid.
That's just a check, not a save. Hang on, I hit the wrong one.
It's probably the same for you because you're not proficient with saves.
I'm proficient with this one.
Hmm.
For I think I've got a ring that gives me proficiency. So let's say 15 instead of
Well,
16.
your proficiency bonus would be +3, so
Oh no, not proficiency. I think it's my cloak gives me advantage on saves.
Yeah.
oh,
Or it
okay.
gives me a +1 on saves. I'm sorry.
Plus
So
one, yeah.
it's only a 15 that I rolled.
Okay. So 15 is enough. You push off the lid of the sarcophagus. It crashes down on the other side as you're pushing away. Inside, you see that instead of it having a flat bottom where you would anticipate a body, instead there are just vines growing up along a set of stairs that is inside.
I found the entrance to what I assume is a basement. Does it look like it's passable with the vines that are growing up to kind of get down the stairwell?
It'll be a bit of a squeeze for Mazeki, but everybody else should be fine.
No one ever accommodates for proper centaur building techniques anymore.
Let's go.
You said it was a stairwell, not like a ladder, right?
Yes.
I'm going to
Yeah,
use my
if it's a
moon.
ladder, I'm not going down.
I'm going to use my moon sickle and try and cut out the vines going down as we venture forward.
Okay. You cut out vines and you descend down into this, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
Oh,
Bum bum bum.
As we're descending down, I still have detect magic up. Nothing's happening, right?
We're ending tonight's session as you're
Got
cutting
it.
things
Got it.
down.
Understood.
So, all right. So with that, we will be playing again in 2 weeks. And so we will see you all for episode 26 then. So until next time, have a great day. Bye.
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 Bye.